episode 2 of the Cluttercast podcast. It's been 7 months since our first episode. Hooray!
Oh, awesome.
How have you been, sir?
Tea.
You are almost making me spill mine.
Awesome. Quite good. How have you been?
Yes?
Despite the fact that I live with you, how have you been?
Yeah, good, man.
Yeah, awesome.
When we did the first episode of this podcast, we didn't live together.
That's true.
That's how long it's been.
That's true. That's how long it's been.
Jesus Christ.
But welcome.
Well, yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We have a guest today, as you can see if you're watching the video version of this.
He's absolutely clueless right now.
He is completely deaf and he can't hear us
Look
whatsoever.
at this guy.
Look at this fucking guy, man. We're gonna go ahead and undeafen here. We are joined today, but his face is woken up. We're joined today by the Aussie Jedi. The Aussie Jedi. Do your friends call you that? Is that?
No, if they call me that, I actually yell at them. I hate the name that much. It's not funny.
Oh, well, what would you rebrand to?
I'd probably just drop it to Aussie, but I'm too scared to because YouTube's a very broken platform. So
Joke's on you. I changed my name 3 times. Aussie is a Star Wars game YouTuber. I'm saying it like I've never watched his videos before.
How would you describe yourself, Ozzy?
Yeah, Star Wars game YouTuber.
Yes, we did it. Perfect.
I think he's hit it on the head.
How many subs you at now? You're at 140, 150?
I'm nearly at 150.
Huge. So you're a pretty big deal in Southern Australia.
No.
Everyone
Definitely
knows
not.
who you are when you're walking down the street. They're like, "Is that fucking nerd?" The Star Wars.
I've been stopped a few times, and it was the most awkward shit of my life.
Wait, have you actually? You've actually had encounters?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I reckon it's probably been about 4 times. One was at a midnight screening of a Star Wars movie, so that was probably pretty fitting.
Okay,
the
that
other
makes
2
sense,
times were in Rundle Mall, and the other one was this little kid at a shop, and it was the most awkward shit ever.
Right. You don't usually put your face cam in videos, do you?
Nah, when I stream, I've always got the face cam. Though,
Face cam on. So all the diehard fans.
The real ones.
Yeah.
Real ones.
Yeah. Okay. So you could be walking past Aussie Jedi fans every day and they just wouldn't know it.
I'm awkward as shit, so I legitimately just put my cap down and keep walking normally. But
oh my god, the Aussie Jedi! Just like,
I can't grow my channel any further.
That's fair.
Can't get any more popular.
That's it. Luke, did you want to tell them what we're doing at the start of this?
Yeah, so we've kind of stitched you up a little bit here. So as you know, obviously you're a Star Wars YouTuber. So you'd expect that you know a little bit about Star Wars, right? So we decided to put that to the test today. A bit of a Star Wars quiz trivia test thing. We've got some voice lines for you, basically.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And we're going to read some out, and you just got to guess them.
We have gone directly to the first website we searched for Star Wars quotes for. 73... Wait, I'm not going to tell you. You might be able to cheat. This is bullshit. I'm not going to tell you where we're getting these from. I think I've already ruined that. But
That's all right.
we're going to read out 5, right? If you get 4 out of 5... you get a kiss.
I'll
Big
deal with
old
that.
kiss.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of rewards here. All right, great. And it'll show that you really are a Star Wars YouTuber, as you say.
You claim.
As I claim.
Yeah. All right. Do you wanna pick a first one?
Yeah, sure. We're kind of just winging this because
There's
we're
a large
awful people.
Yeah. It's a very laid back piece of shit podcast.
So, okay, we got to start off easy here.
Okay, yeah, give him an easy one.
So, great kid, don't get cocky.
I almost read what movie that's
Wait, so am I
from.
saying the character who said it, or
So you're gonna say the character, and you're also gonna say the movie, or whether that's a show or movie, because there are both. Okay.
Okay, so that's from A New Hope, the movie, and it's by Han Solo.
Correct.
Bing, bing, bing.
Excellent.
Wow.
Well done.
Man, you really do have a big penis, don't you? I can tell.
You are well on your way to being a Star Wars YouTuber.
All right.
1 out of 5.
Let me see if I can find one here. Oh man, this is. I'm gonna throw him off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't announce that I'm going to throw him off.
Careful.
Yeah, I'm on guard now.
All right. Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Okay, that one's easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Star Wars YouTuber.
Dude, shut up. He's a real Star Wars YouTuber.
Okay, so that's Han Solo again, and it's from Empire Strikes Back.
He's done it again.
Congratulations.
My throwing him off was being the same character as the first one. That was my attempt at throwing him off. All right, let's see if we can find
it. Nearly got me. It nearly got me.
Okay, great. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I needed that.
Okay, here's a good one for you. 3 out of 5. There's always a bigger fish.
Here's a good one for you. It's like the best line in all Star Wars movies ever.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm not a Star Wars
Qui-Gon Jinn from The Phantom Menace.
Wow, okay. I'm gonna really try and find something difficult here. Here we go. Like, this one's just fucking, like, there's no way. Fuck this guy. Right.
If you get this shit, I don't even know what I'm going to do.
I don't even, do you want to read this out? I think I'm too dyslexic to read this. This one's the one I'm thinking of.
What about the one below it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this one's more wacky. It's very, like...
All right, go for it.
Do you want to read it out? Because I'm genuinely terrified. I'm not going to be...
Okay, you ready? Number 4. Can I offer you a libation to celebrate the closing of our shared narrative?
Look at that. And he calls
yourself a Star Wars YouTuber.
I'm gonna say it's from the Clone Wars TV show.
Who said it?
Was that right?
No.
I have no idea.
It's the client from The Mandalorian. The client.
Wait, say it again.
Can I offer you a libation to celebrate the closing of our shared narrative? I think it's the
libation.
It's the guy who offers him
the man of color. What? Carl Weathers.
That's
Apollo Creed.
Well, apparently
you don't watch movies, do you, man?
I don't really get it so much either. All right, we got one more. You've got one wrong. This is to get 4 out of 5. This is to be classified as an official Star Wars YouTuber
and a kiss.
Yeah, so
the pressure's really kind of mounting.
I can see how stressed
I'm actually nervous.
Your career's in the balance right now.
Yeah, in balance of the force, mate.
Fucking
Star Wars.
Righto. What do you reckon? Or is that too obvious?
I could get that. But
you reckon?
It's
This one, dude, is so hard.
Oh my god! All right.
I feel like we've got to keep it reasonably classic.
We do have to keep it reasonably classic. Some of these are just like going full whack, like some random like alien from Rogue One just like makes a grunt or something. It's like, what is it?
Some side character, member of the cast that wasn't even meant to be in the movie. It's just meant to deliver coffee.
I'd be surprised if it throws me more than that 4th question.
I think he'll get that.
You reckon?
He might not get the movie. I don't know. Yeah, throw that one at him.
All right, number 5, to solidify your position as a Star Wars YouTuber and earn a big old kiss from White. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Okay, so that's Obi-Wan from A New Hope.
He's done it.
Congratulations.
I thought he'd go with one of the prequels for some reason.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
We'll send you your kiss in the mail.
It should get there within 12 to 7 business days. 12 to 7 business days? You don't start with the higher number, do you?
It just keeps getting better.
Yeah, all right. Well, that was the little game to kind of lighten up. I know you were very nervous, mate.
I can still be a YouTuber.
Flowing off.
Yeah. Congratulations. You can post a video tomorrower.
Yeah, you can earn
I don't know about that. I posted yesterday. I ain't one for back-to-back uploads, man. I can't do daily.
Where do we want to start with questions? We've got some questions here. We wanted to
from the beginning,
and we've dropped our notebook. Yeah.
So I guess we kind of just wanted to know, why did you start YouTube?
So I was pretty much working a job that I hated with a passion. I am not one for manual labor, like in the slightest. So I played the first Battlefront that came out in 2015. I was really good at it. And I had a guy that I was working with at the time who already had a YouTube channel. He had like 10,000 subscribers or something like that. And he was like, all right, I'll help you build the channel. We'll do it together. And so we pretty much just built one around Star Wars games. And then after, I think, 6 months, like, keep in mind, he came up with the name. So I've got to live with it.
So you're off the hook.
But,
yeah.
Because it's actually supposed to be plural. Like, Jedi is plural. It's not just me.
So it started by 2 people.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
And 6 months in, he bailed. So I was like left with everything, and I just kept going. And yeah, jokes on him, I guess.
How many subscribers did you get when he bailed?
I think we were on 2,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
he was having personal things going on, so he didn't leave because he wasn't interested. But he was the one doing the editing and coming up with the ideas, and I just done the cringe ass voiceover.
I'd love to see it. So it's always been your voice behind the channel.
Yeah, but not my editing.
Do you edit now though, right? You edit.
Unfortunately. Actually, no. To be fair, sometimes I don't mind editing. Like when you get in like a bubble where you're just like 16 hours locked into your monitor just editing, and you just get lost. I like that, but sometimes it's a chore. I haven't
seen the sun for four days.
Yeah,
and just like
legit.
Yeah. I feel that. Was that when? Did you ask him when did he start the YouTube channel?
I asked him why.
Okay. Why? Oh yeah. Okay, well that kind of answers. We've also got how did you start, but you've kind of just answered that as well. You really find through these questions
real quick.
God damn. I wanted to ask. You hit 100K. When did you hit 100K? We see that silver plaque in the background there.
Yeah. It was shit. It was probably about July last year.
Did I know you then?
It's been about a year. I don't know. Maybe.
I probably met you around that time.
I think when I started streaming on Twitch is when I met Jack, who is how I met you. I think I was already past 100 by then. So yeah. So it'd be coming up a year, but yeah. So
oh my god, our anniversary.
That's great.
Better give me that kiss for our anniversary.
You earned it, mate. You earned it. Yeah. That's crazy. Was it a big hype when you hit 100K? Like. Or was it just like, yep?
If we want to be actual real with it, I was legitimately on the toilet when I saw it.
Standard. That's a great. That's a great thumbnail. Aussie Jedi was
goes to the toilet,
doing a poo when he hit 100.
Taking a number 2 when I saw the thing.
It was a poo. It wasn't a number 3.
Well, you didn't sit and piss, do you?
No, I sit and jerk off. That's a number 3. Let's cut that. Cut that from the. Don't cut it. All right, cool. Is there are you still enjoying doing YouTube? Are you going to want to stick with all of this Star Wars stuff? You know.
I do enjoy it, but like honestly, I enjoyed YouTube 10 times more when I was not full time. Like when it was a hobby, I enjoyed it way more because. When you go full time, like you rely on those clicks for everything.
Yeah.
You know, your bills, car payments, bloody keep the lights on, everything. So it becomes stressful. It becomes a business. You know, if a video doesn't do very well, you start questioning your entire life.
And
you cry. But yeah, that when I went full time, my parents were like, you know what, fine. If you want to do this, do it because you know it's. There was a few months where it was pretty well. And they were like, all right, fine. And they were like, but I want you to like go to uni or something so you got a backup plan. So that's what I'm doing now, like on the side.
Yeah.
So you're studying as well?
Yeah, full time. I'm a year into the degree now.
Wow. How many years is there?
3, but if I stay on for an extra year, I can get a master's. So I might do that. See how YouTube goes.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
I think that's the thing with anything though. Like when something that's a hobby and then become like if you have any hobby and then you try and make an income out of it, something that becomes your escape from the things you already don't like just slowly becomes that thing that you know, like you were saying, just becomes a big business and becomes a slog. And
yeah, like don't get me wrong, when it's going well, it's fun. You know, when the videos are doing well, and you know, you just want to upload, you want to keep going, keep the momentum going, because like YouTube, like growth on YouTube is like a wave. You know, you catch it and you got to ride that bitch all the way. Otherwise, you get stuck and then you can't really get anywhere. And considering the state of Star Wars games, it's been kind of hard to catch any waves lately. But I mean, this year started really well. I had like my best month ever, you know, at the start of this year, and then ever since then, it's just been a nosedive. But it's still been trucking along. I think my videos are averaging about 50K a video, which isn't bad or anything.
That's pretty good, yeah.
But it's kind of just like holding things over to like actually start growing again. When Star Wars games get their shit together.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of brings us over to...
Yeah, that's a really big thing we really wanted to touch on this podcast, because I think a lot of Star Wars fans would agree that it's a little bit frustrating right now.
Yep.
You know, like with the state of the games.
Yep.
And also with the movies as well. Like I know personally, the latest movies for me weren't that great.
Yeah, no, they weren't the best, were they?
No, not particularly.
When they came out, I actually didn't mind them. I didn't mind the first two. The third one, the one that tried to fan service its way through everything, kind of pissed me off. And as time's gone on, I've kind of just been like, not about it anymore.
Are you gonna get like tied to a cross for saying that you enjoyed the first two movies? Star Wars fans are very like violent. Like,
you say you like one of them. Okay. I got called a white supremacist because I said I liked The Last Jedi. So that was fun.
Wow,
there's
what the fuck?
Countless. I legitimately, I got like a screenshot. I ranked the Star Wars movies in a video, and it done well. It banged. It got like 800,000 views or something.
Holy shit.
And with that came a lot of abuse. Because I actually didn't shit on the new movies. And I remember I screenshotted like a bunch of the hate comments and I put it in a little compilation on Twitter, and I posted it up. And some of the shit in there is just so funny. Like I got called like a white supremacist, like leader of the KKK. Like I just said The Last Jedi was decent. Like,
I mean, all the dots connect, if you ask me.
Yeah,
case closed.
There's some serious detectives out there. Jesus.
What the?
Yeah.
Like, people get so aggressive about Star Wars. I mean, it's nerds. Nerds just have such a...
I know.
You disagree with like someone who's passionate about something like that, like something like Star Wars, like, Anakin had a big penis. No, he didn't. I hate everything you do.
Legit. I think it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Like you can say you like a character and all of a sudden you're just getting racially abused. It's like, what? Like I think 2 or 3 of the actors from from Star Wars have like their life's just gone to absolute shit because of the Star Wars fans just abusing them. Like the dude that played Jar Jar Binks nearly committed suicide by jumping off a bridge because of the fallout from fans. Yeah. And the kid who played Anakin in the first Star Wars movie, he's like a paranoid schizophrenic, left the industry and everything.
Holy fuck.
He got bullied like hell. And then in the new movies, Kelly Marie Tran, who plays admittedly a pretty shit character, but it's not her fault. She got like racially abused and everything.
Is that Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, the character's not great.
The character was awful. Yeah, but that's not her fault at all. Yeah.
There's a lot of Star Wars fans that can't separate a character from an actor, and it's like, it's ridiculous. The sad thing is most of those people doing it aren't even kids. They're like 45-year-old dudes in their mum's basement that have like not seen sunlight since they were like 20.
The dream.
The dream.
Yeah.
Did I hit a nerve there, man?
Yeah. Shut up. Yeah, what the hell? That's crazy to me that people get that angry to the actors.
Yeah, there's legitimately there's like a section of the fandom dedicated to being the shittest people alive. They're literally
God.
called the fandom menace. They wear that badge proud, and they're just shit people. And it's weird because like Star Wars fans, they're like obviously they're like giving me so much with my channel, but there is just that subsection of the fandom that is just the worst.
Yeah.
And to think some of them might watch my videos is like, ugh.
Yeah, a bit icky. Yeah.
Yeah, like the best and worst thing about Star Wars has always been the fans, and I think that's more true these days than ever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's generally the case with a lot of movies and TV shows and anything really. Just
have a different opinion
other
to
people.
Me. You're the worst.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
I think, especially in Star Wars, though, for a lot of people, I think the reason it's so divisive is because they've grown up on that and that's their childhood, and then for someone to come along and say, "Oh no, that's actually shit."
Yeah.
I think that cuts deep for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But obviously that doesn't excuse like what you're saying, like the
exactly.
fandom menace people that do that sort of shit.
Yeah, passion doesn't give you a hall pass to be just a total fuckwit. Like that's
100%.
legit. That's what it is. But yeah, that's
That's
part
a
of it. You got to deal with it.
That's a
We'll put that on a billboard.
Passion doesn't give you. Wait, I've already forgotten it. Sorry.
I've forgotten it too, to be honest with you.
The best podcasters.
Sorry, you're recording, aren't you?
It's recorded. Don't worry
we'll
about
put it in the comments. We'll pin it.
Easy.
Oh my god. So going to the state of Star Wars games, what are your thoughts? Because it's very dim at the moment. To me, Star Wars is such a massive thing. Like, why aren't game companies jumping on it faster?
None of it makes sense. That's literally the problem. Is like you've got one of the most valuable IPs on Earth, and you're just doing nothing. It's like, why?
Because Battlefront 2 made a huge comeback as a game, didn't it?
Yeah, like the first game made the bank, but it was shallow. And then they rectified it with the next game, but it just had that pay-to-win thing holding it back and had that really bad launch.
That kind of changed the gaming industry,
I was going to say, that was actually quite a big thing. That was really all over the internet and led to, it was like the people boycotting EA and shit like that.
Yeah.
It had to happen.
Yeah, it did. But now you see a lot of big companies have kind of moved away or made it less obvious of pay-to-win type.
I think that was actually probably quite a divisive point in kind of gaming history where people really just got fed up with this pay-to-win model that was being pushed in every single game. And I think companies just don't want to be on the other end of that criticism.
No, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're probably not diving straight into another Battlefront game is because as far as the Battlefront 2 came and sorted its shit out, it's still got that shadow over it. And so if they're going to monetize a new Battlefront, whatever they do in terms of monetization is going to be under the microscope in every way possible. So that might just deter them. But that's why I said in a recent video, they should just do make it multiplayer, scrap the single player, make it free to play, and just do a battle pass system or something.
That would be
cosmetic
great.
Battle pass. That it'd be perfect. They can't get in the shit for it. It's gonna make them that much money. It's not funny, but
you're
we're
not
not the ones making the decisions. So
even just some sort of solid sort of multiplayer game going on that at least gives fans something to hold on to whilst they develop something else. And
I mean, Battlefront 2 is still alive, isn't it? Right? There's still
I can make a video about Battlefront 2 and it'll pull in maybe 50,000 views.
That's pretty crazy, yeah.
It's but the game hasn't had live service since April last year, so as a content creator, how can you keep your sanity?
Keep making you can't. Yeah, you're really dragging it out at this point.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what pretty much every Star Wars YouTuber is doing right now. They're just trying to keep their channel alive until something actually happens. And
yeah.
Every 6 months there's a potential catalyst and nothing happens. So it's just like, what do you do? Because EA Play Live just happened, and everyone thought that was going to be the saving grace. Everything was going to be fine from there. And then a week before the event, EA tweeted out saying, "Oh, yeah, there's no Star Wars at EA Play Live. See you next year."
What the fuck? That's crazy.
I saw that tweet. I woke up, I saw that tweet, and I was so mad.
I think I saw you on Twitter going off about it.
I was so pissed, man. And I'll be fine without my channel. Like, I'm fine. You know, if my channel dies, if it dies, it dies. Like, what I'm going into with my degree, I love anyway. So, you know, so YouTube's not my be all and end all, but I'd still obviously like to do it as much as I can, because the opportunities you get with YouTube is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like last year, if COVID never happened, I would have gone to LA twice, would have gone to Canada once, and I would have gone to Germany once.
Holy shit!
Didn't get to do any of it.
That's crazy.
And that would have been like all expenses paid. Like,
in the scale of YouTube, like, you're relatively small for like, in the scale, like, obviously 140,000, that's a lot of fucking people, but in YouTube sense, that's not a massive channel, and you're getting those kind of opportunities at that size. Just imagine.
It's crazy, because one of those trips would have been like an EA thing, the others were like other separate stuff. But of course just never happened, and I was supposed to go to Europe with all my mates anyway. So just last year is just...
Yep, it's probably my least favorite
year. Of all the years.
Yep, it is down the bottom. But there was a YouTuber by the name of the Twisted Jedi, very similar name to mine. He had like 5,000 subscribers, and he went over to Stockholm because he was an EA Game Changer before me, even though there was like a 60,000 at the time sub difference or something. But like 5,000 subscribers got to go over to Stockholm to go to an event.
That is crazy.
Like, you just get lucky sometimes, I guess. But it's weird, because I'm affiliated with EA. Everyone I've talked to that works for them, it's super nice people. But some of the decisions that the company makes are just... It's just like,
do you have access to anyone higher up that you could like question about this? Get them on a podcast with Mr. Aussie Jedi.
I know a bunch of community managers, and I've met like the head. What are they called? The head of a video game director, whatever the hell that's called.
Big boss man, I think is the technical term.
And just everyone's super nice, but then you take a step back and you realize just how much is not going right for Star Wars, and like there's nothing you can do about it. Like, even though I'm an EA Game Changer, I can't do anything.
I'm not changing any games.
I'm not changing anything.
Unbelievable.
The only thing I've literally got to do was... It's a funny story. Squadrons was coming out. I knew about it like a day before it was like a thing. And I got to play test the game 2 months before it came out or something like that. And because obviously we couldn't go there in person, EA sent the PCs to us. It was like this $10,000 PC.
They sent you a physical piece. Oh, wow.
Yeah, just to use for the event, and then send it back. Problem was, it came a week after the event.
Man.
The organization was not very good. But I had to send it straight back as soon as I got here. That's literally the only thing I've ever had to do as a game changer. That's it. Nothing else.
Send back a PC that they sent you a week later.
Pretty much. Send back a PC and play test Squadrons. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I played Squadrons like when we were in there. They branched us all off and said, all right, you can go play this game mode for an hour, come back here and we'll talk about it. I played for like half an hour and I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, it's cool and all, but
Squadrons was a very shallow game as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, like if it's made for you, it's a great game, but for the majority, it's like...
I think it was made for a very little amount of people.
Very. And that reflected in the YouTube views.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, I did have a short time with Squadrons.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah. And I was kind of of the same opinion. Like, it was very technical. Like jumping into it wasn't like something I could just pick up and start playing.
Yeah.
Very easily. Even having watched like the like the reveal videos and all that sort of thing, it was just really way too technical for me to just jump in and have a lot of fun with. And it was kind of just like you're in spaceships and you're shooting each other, but this time it's a lot harder.
But this time there's an asteroid over there.
The immersion of it was pretty cool. But once that
was
wore off,
I
once
can
that
imagine
wore off, it was like, I'm done.
And it really does wear off pretty quickly.
It does.
In a game like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not a bad game. It's just super shallow. Not in terms of
well, we
gameplay,
did that,
but in terms of what you can actually do.
When early days meeting you, we did that tournament, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was that the first time.
Fun.
That might have been the first time ever talking to you, actually.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that actually might have been when I streamed Sea of Thieves for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ozzy and I did an actual tournament in Squadrons.
Oh, really?
I joined Ozzy's crew, fleet. I don't know.
Fleet.
The gang.
Wait, squadron. That's what. Hang on a minute.
Okay. Oh.
I joined your squadron
In Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah. And didn't we get the worst and best score?
Yeah, we got the worst and best score.
We got the worst score in the starting round, and by the end of it took us 2 games to figure out the game, and by the 3rd game we got the best score.
We got the best score,
How many
and we
teams
just
were
lost.
there? We
I
lost.
think there was about 8. Like there were some big YouTubers,
and they
in
were
there as
all
well.
YouTuber teams, and we
like,
almost won.
We almost
None of us
won.
had played the game before. Like I'd played it for. You had to get to level 5 or something to play these tournaments.
Yeah.
So that's all I'd played. So I had no idea what I was doing, and the camera has just overheated and turned off, which
Excellent.
is really really
Lovely.
good. Boy, I hope that I might have to turn on the fan. 1 second. Sorry, guys.
Is this an edit?
Cut.
Cut.
No window actually, if you can reach.
Yeah. Oh, we're back. We're back on.
We're
I
back.
turned it back on.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's too hot in here, it'll. Thanks. Cut it. Cut this. Yeah, we'll cut. Yeah. No. Where were we? We were talking about this Squadrons tournament.
Tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was very funny because I feel like we had no clue what we were doing at the start.
Yeah.
And the fact that we were able to learn it within 2
3
tournament games, and somehow almost win.
I knew we weren't going to win before we started because I saw the list of people. Like we're all in a big Discord of like who was playing. And there were some serious gamers in there and some big boy YouTubers like Star Wars Theory. He was in there. He was actually going to be in the tournament.
He's got a couple mil at the end.
Yeah, he's got a few mil. He's like the number 1 Star Wars guy.
Yeah,
But he pulled out at the last minute, and that actually tilted the guy that ran the tournament a little bit. But
as it would.
Yeah, like you reel in a big fish, and then he bails at the last second.
Yeah. No, unlucky.
But yeah, the tournament was. I mean, it was okay. I streamed it, and no one really watched. Like
Squadrons it didn't have that viewership. It was like you said, it was a shallow. It was a pretty
just a niche, really, for people that love that technical side.
To me, it just felt like a slightly more
tech demo.
Technical Battlefront 2 in space.
It was kind of like a pet project for the developers. Yeah.
It didn't.
Yeah, they had their fun making it. They were really excited for it. I guess I'm glad they got to make it, but I just wish that there was something that had some longevity. You know.
Was that something that was able to be played in VR?
Yeah.
I can imagine that being something that would be quite enjoyable.
I was trying to get hold of an Oculus so I could play it in VR when it came out, but because of COVID, like, couldn't get anything at that time last year. Everything was. It took me like
everything was sold out. That was that time. Yeah, I remember that.
It took me like 3 months to get a Stream Deck. It took me bloody. I think it was like 8 months to get a Go XLR, and then it didn't come. Like, last
what
year.
A fun time! Yeah, we're just gonna delete last year from history. I think, for legal reasons. So, EA have had the rights to Star Wars games for how long now?
I think they got it in, It's been about 10 years, I think. No.
And now they've lost it. Well, they still have it, but they
have it for until 2023. So basically what happened was Lucasfilm Games have pretty much risen from the dead. And they're going to oversee Star Wars games in its entirety as I assume like a branch under Disney. And basically they must have negotiated at some point with EA and said, look, you can see out the rest of your contract, but once that's it, anyone can make Star Wars games, including you. And that's when EA came out and said, once that was revealed, they're like, oh yeah, all right, we'll still make them. So they've been talking up a big game, like they're doubling down on Star Wars. They're remaining committed. They're making multiple games, and we're just not seeing anything. You know,
right.
You know, they don't talk about Star Wars games in their earnings calls. They don't reveal anything at events. They just don't do anything. So, yeah, people are losing hope a little bit. But
not
next
fun.
year should be the one.
Yeah.
And Bethesda are working on something now, right? Is that
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft,
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
they're making an open world Star Wars game, which will be
my god, which is what everyone's always wanted forever.
From
for like
the very beginning.
ever.
Yeah,
it's
like
20 years.
That would be the greatest thing ever, and everyone's proceeded to not do that.
Well, no, to be fair, EA were doing it. They just can't.
But why? Do we ever know why that happened?
I don't know. I do know.
Huge undertaking.
It says here they make too many people happy. So
Absolutely not.
Nah, at that time when it got cancelled, that was around the time where PUBG and Fortnite were that was the shit.
That was so it was the battle royale space. That kind of
because there's like a little infamous headline that says Star Wars open world game gets cancelled because of PUBG, and that just pissed so many people off. But
of course it would.
And the developers and stuff who have worked on it since come out and said that it looked like it was going to be the best Star Wars game ever, which just made things 10 times worse.
I don't get. Could they not pick that project back up now? Like.
No, I think they closed. I think it was Visceral Games who were doing it, and I'm pretty sure EA shut them down or something.
Right.
Yeah, it's messy.
Open world games are a big task, though. Like to get something like that off the ground is huge.
You need
I
at
don't know
least
how
2
Ubisoft make Assassin's Creed
3.
games like so much. You
They
can
do
see why
pump
Red
them
Dead
out.
2 took like 10 years.
Yeah, they really do pump out
like that.
Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
And they're massive.
I think
huge.
that's to do with a lot of reusing assets from previous.
And I'm pretty sure that with Ubisoft they have 2 different studios and they alternate between the games who does which one, and they just they do it that way.
They've got kind of a system, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Makes
Odyssey
sense.
was made by one people, Origins was made by someone else, and like Valhalla was made by the other ones. Like it's something like that.
Did you ever play Valhalla?
I played it. I played the first 6 hours when you're in Norway.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It was really good. It was I still never finished it, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
I got to England and I was like, okay, this isn't as cool. I'm gonna go back to Norway.
Yeah, no, I got that.
I've always been like that with Assassin's Creed games, though. I'm really enjoying it, and then suddenly I just hit this point where I'm just bored.
I feel like they do sometimes drag on the story too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last 3 especially. Like Assassin's Creed Black Flag is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah,
Same here. Same here.
I love Black Flag.
It's
like I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, it's objectively
You're right.
goated.
I finished that game multiple times. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I finished it like 4 times.
Yeah,
but like I'll play like Origins, which is like the sickest location and theme ever, like ancient Egypt. That's so sick. I climbed the pyramids once, then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it's like, what else? What else do you do now?
What else is there to do? Climb the Sphinx? Okay, yeah, sure. But yeah, that was pretty much it. So yeah, open world games, man. Like, I really hope they pull off that Star Wars one, but that's still 2, 3, 4 years away.
Of course, yeah, at least. I mean, with an open world Star Wars game,
there's a lot to consider.
There's so much potential.
You'd do multiple planets, obviously, right?
You'd have to.
Which would be
if it's not
even bigger than a regular open world game.
Yeah, like it wouldn't feel right, like having an open world Star Wars game take place on one planet.
Yeah.
When in
100%.
every single movie you go to like 5, 10, 12, 15 different planets, like it's Just wouldn't
126
seem right.
planets. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why it's just not been done yet. It's just because it's such a huge task. Like
Scale.
even now, like you were saying before, like with a game like Red Dead 2, the map on that was considerably larger than the first one and is still one of the largest even now. And that is like, that took years and years to develop. And that's just a small section of America, basically. And then you're talking about doing not just an entire planet, but then multiple planets, and then you have to have some sort of seamless transition between those planets.
Yeah, there'd be space combat.
I don't know how they do it, but next gen capabilities, I guess.
Yeah.
That's true.
Who knows what they could do. So,
I mean, these 3080 cards can handle a lot, can't they? 3090 cards.
Like, even if it's like just 2 or 3 planets, like.
Well,
I think that would be pretty sufficient.
I think a lot of people would be really happy with that. And
yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, when you look at games like No Man's Sky, for example, that have that sort of like interplanetary travel that handles it really well, but then when you get on the planets, it's kind of like there's not a whole lot to do on them.
Yeah.
So like that sort of thing can be done, but then fleshing out those planets once you're on them.
Yeah, and especially like with No Man's Sky, it's just like random planets that have random stuff with random animals. Like with Star Wars, you've got established places that you've seen before in the movies.
And the Star Wars nerds are going to want to name every monster that's everywhere. And
yeah, exactly.
It's not.
If that rock's out of place, then they're done. So they got to get it right. So
kill the developers.
Exactly. Cancel the developers. They missed that rock I like.
Yeah, and see, like what you were saying earlier about developing some sort of free-to-play multiplayer thing, like Apex. You love Apex.
I do love Apex.
That's got such great replayability. And like something like that, but Star Wars based, I think would be really popular. And then they would have the time and have the money to develop something.
What do you think
that.
about a Star Wars battle royale? Because I feel like the battle royale genre has been juiced a little too much.
Yeah.
And I
think it's kind of just stabilized, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it's on its way out. Yeah,
it's just stable. Like it's just there. Like it's not going up. It's not going down. It's kind of just coasting along. Like,
it's a pretty good formula for a game when you want people to keep playing it because it's such short bursts of, are you going to win this game? And if you don't, you just queue up for another one straight away. Like it's not. Yeah, you don't get bored of the story or anything because there isn't really a story to follow.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of replayability, and like when you're updating the game like every week or even a month, it's new guns, new locations, new skins, new heroes, legends in like Apex. But there's always something new to come back to. Like I don't play Apex for a month. I come back and I'm like, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this?
Yeah, 100%.
And it just keeps you wanting to play. So I think if they did that with Star Wars, that'd work really well. I just don't really know how they do it. I think if they did do it, they'd have to do something very similar to Apex because Apex has legends. Like Star Wars game would have like heroes or something, just like Battlefront. So
that makes sense.
You could kind of almost just adapt that Battlefront model to some sort of like battle royale.
Yeah,
I mean, you've already got the heroes and the villains.
Yeah, heroes and villains. Like,
you've already got that sort of like main sort of character selection.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Everything's already there. You just need to slap it together.
I think that'd be a really fun game.
I just don't understand. It's a license to print money, and they're just not.
They're not doing anything with it.
I don't understand.
It's like I made like a meme thing with some tracking in the editing software on my last video. It was kind of like it was when Luke throws a lightsaber over his shoulder. I pretty much like tracked the Star Wars Battlefront 3 logo on that, put EA's logo on Luke's head, and sort of like Rey sitting there like just like, what are you doing? I just put like the text was like literally everybody. It's so true though. Like it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you're literally costing yourself millions and millions and millions, God knows, hundreds of millions of dollars by not doing this.
Yeah, no, the amount of people that would play that kind of stuff is almost record breaking. Like,
a
lot of people love Star Wars. A lot of people, And even if you don't, and they make a good game, like...
It doesn't even necessarily have to be about Star Wars. Like, if it's a good game and kind of it functions well, you don't, like... For something like Apex, it doesn't really have... I mean, as far as I know, there's no comics or anything. There's no, like, established lore or that sort of...
There is.
There is?
There is. They do, like, a monthly kind of, like... backstory on each legend. Okay. It all like links up with everyone else's backstory.
But
there's no
you know what I'm getting at, right? Like it's not like Star Wars has such an established base, but then something like Apex that hasn't been around too long, it's not you're not really even there for
it's just the have fun. Yeah, you're there,
and it's
exactly.
the fun. And I think a lot of people would jump into something like that if it's something that other people are playing and it's fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Your point is people don't go to Apex for the lore.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say in a
like
terrible way.
Come on.
If they do like a Battlefront game with a battle pass model and maybe even have like a battle royale mode in there that they can expand off of, like sort of like what Apex is to Titanfall or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Something like that. But, it's too good of an idea, so they won't do it.
They just make too much money and they make too many people too happy. And they just don't want any
But what about the shareholders?
That's legit what it feels like. They're like, it's too good of a decision, it's too good of an idea. They're not doing it. Like, that is pretty much what it's been like the past couple of years.
It does, it's very frustrating to watch. It is. Going back to your channel, would you ever stray away from Star Wars content?
Not on that channel, just for the pure sake of just how YouTube works.
Yeah. You've built a viewership.
You built it on something, you got to do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. If I started uploading Apex videos tomorrow, my channel would die, be dead within like a week. Like, I could make like 3 Apex videos.
Man, if only I could relate to this somehow.
Like 95% of people won't click on that video. So after a few videos, YouTube goes, "Oh, these people just aren't interested anymore," and they won't even like give the notification, even though you're subscribed.
Yeah, I have
a recommended.
I have a very similar issue with my channel. Yeah, as of
Sea of Thieves to Apex transition.
It hit hard. I went from averaging 5,000 to 10,000 viewers a video to 400. We're getting there now. It takes a very long time. It's essentially starting fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is. It's because I'm still pulling about 4,000 views a day. That's all on old Sea of Thieves content. And it's not fun when you're trying to break into a new game when you've already got an audience established.
It's almost like you should just start a new channel. Entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I did for movies and shit. I think I've got my other channel's got like 10,000 subscribers or something.
Yeah.
I just I could never have uploaded that stuff on my normal channel.
Yeah,
no way.
Not. Yeah.
But I need to get back onto that channel. I had a lot of fun on there. But
did you just do movie reviews? I don't think I've...
No, I didn't do reviews. It was sort of like video essays because for one of my subjects at uni, because I'm doing like a film and television degree, a lot of our assignments are, audio-visual essays on film in some way, shape or form. And one of them, I got the highest grade you could possibly get. So I was like, oh, this must be pretty good. So I put it on YouTube on the channel and it didn't do very well, but but that just gave me the idea to do stuff like that, but make it more palatable to like YouTube and YouTube's feed the YouTube beast sort of thing. So, but it's I just don't have the time. I mean, to make those videos because like I'll make one, and it'll barely crack 1,000 views, and I'm like, what was the point? I could legitimately just put that time into my normal channel.
And where I would have got actual money off it.
Actually made money off of it and wouldn't feel like I was working for free. If I wasn't doing uni, I'd be like, yeah, fine, let's do it. Like I've got more free time. But when I do work on YouTube, it's kind of got to be constructive, so to speak.
Penis. Sorry. Sorry, it's just always on my mind. All right. Did you have any other... Sorry, I'm really...
Your mind was just that bloody Homer Simpson with the monkey clapping in his hand. That was just you then.
That's just how I am all the time. I should not be trying to do a podcast at all. Goodness me. Did you have any other questions for Mr. Aussie here?
Yeah, I did.
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
Go.
I was going to ask you about that G Fuel. What's the go?
Yeah. Do you want to plug?
Right? No, this isn't even like a plug thing. Like, I'm just.
Yeah. Don't worry. We pull a lot of views on this podcast, mate. You can.
I'll plug it a few times on my channel, try and get a bunch of people over here for you. But,
oh my god, Aussie, stop.
Yeah. Shut up. So basically, the dude will just message me and be like, "Yeah, man, you want some tubs?" I'll be like, "Yeah." Like, send through the flavors. All right.
You want some? Does he have like a big like raincoat jacket, and then he meets you in like an alley and opens one of his jackets, and he's just got all these G Fuels like lined up.
You want tubs, bro?
Yes. Hey, buddy, you want to buy some tubs? Oh my god.
No, he'll just hit me up and then.
How many G Fuel flavors are there? As an official G Fuel representative, you should know.
You might be a Star Wars YouTuber.
I'm gonna say there's over 50, I think.
Wow.
I think I've got about 25. There's a lot of flavors, man.
That is a lot of flavors. Like, what other company is like Coca-Cola? We've got 72 flavors.
Slightly more cherry than the other cherry.
Black tar. Straying away from drugs immediately. Yeah, that's. How long have you been with G Fuel for?
Oh,
as a married
May.
couple.
Since May.
Oh right,
Married
I think I remember.
May.
Yeah. Where was the wedding?
Egypt.
Oh, Egypt.
I don't know why, but that's just the first thing that came into my head.
Odyssey.
Yeah, but no, it was in May. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Lovely. I'm just looking at your camera there with.
He's just looking for stuff in the background to talk about.
So I see you're in a room.
That's a nice artificial plant you got there.
I didn't even see that. That YouTube plaque's looking beautiful though. How long does YouTube take to send you that when you officially hit the 100K?
That one took, I think, about a month.
That one? As in like you have multiple?
If my name wasn't so cringe and it wasn't written just here, I'd probably have got more than one. Just in case I lost it because I'm useless.
Wait, you
can get more.
Multiple?
You can request more?
Yeah, because if like 2 people work on the channel or something like that.
That makes sense because my graphic designer has one from, Freemason Live?
Yeah.
He has his plug. And I was just like, that's so weird that Freemason just sent him his plug.
Destroying my 100K plug every week until EA releases a new game.
I'm going to write that down.
Think of the views. Can you order them now after they've sent the initial one? Can you
you just got to pay like $40 or something. If you
want okay, so it is going to cost money.
Yeah, it'll cost you money. The first one's on them. How generous.
Okay. Good on you, YouTube. Beautiful. Man, now I'm kind of aspiring to 100K just so I could do some dumbass 100K plaque video.
Just make sure you got a good channel name.
Burning 100. Wait, what's that?
Make sure you got a good channel name by the time you hit 100K.
I think I'm finally happy after 3 channel name changes.
Cast White.
Yeah, we had White Knight. Yeah, holding that laughter there, buddy. You're on the Cluttercast podcast, you piece of shit.
The show is cancelled.
Okay, so going back to Star Wars, I know you really, really love Star Wars. Like you really.
Not gonna lie, kind of fallen out of love with it a little bit the past year and a half.
I was baiting him.
We could definitely spice things up a bit.
Well, I remember once you told me that you're a bit of a Harry Potter fan compared to Star Wars.
I fucking love Harry Potter.
Really?
I love Harry Potter.
Would you start a Harry Potter channel?
Probably not. But I will be playing that new Harry Potter game when it comes out.
Aussie Wizard. I love that.
Dude, legit. Daniel Radcliffe, like dude who played Harry Potter, was like filming in Adelaide once. And like I saw the man in the flesh and I just geeked the fuck out. Like it was the best thing ever.
It was like when that kid saw the real Aussie Jedi down the street and
exactly.
And you just put your hat down and kept walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I met Kate Blanchett like a week after that, like actual met.
I don't know any of these actors actually.
She's
I know the name. But...
Hela in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh.
Oh,
And
I do
she's
know
the
her.
elf lady in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, she is
Ah,
too.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were like in like this dance studio doing like a bunch of filmy stuff, and she was using that dance studio as like a casting location for a TV show called Stateless. So she
Right.
was in there, and she just hung around with us and talked to us for like an hour. She
Holy
was fucking
shit.
awesome. Yeah.
Did you get a
But yeah.
kiss? Sorry.
Wish. That would've been alright.
Sorry, I just thought we'd throw kisses
But
around
yeah,
here too.
We got off on a tangent there, but yeah, big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, we did a little bit, yeah. I was actually going somewhere else with the how much you love Star Wars. As a lot of Star Wars fans seem to have. Do you have any Star Wars sexual kinks, Mr. Aussie Jedi? Like,
Not to my knowledge.
not to your... You wouldn't do the whole Princess Leia in the slave outfit kind of bit with a significant other?
That'd weird me out, man. I'm just
Really?
picturing you in one right now.
I mean,
Fucking haunting.
I'm expecting...
me too.
Why you feel excited down there? Because I remember there's an episode of Friends where Ross and Rachel.
I know
do
exactly
it.
what you're talking
and
about. Yeah.
to me, that completely normalized it. Now I'm completely into tentacle porn. So it was a real spiral. No, I feel like so many people have. You got nothing for us at all. You don't want Han Solo to rail you in that.
hand job.
I mean,
Say it again for the people at home.
The Han Solo hand job.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Had a pretty unhealthy infatuation with Daisy Ridley for a while.
I think
Who's
there we go.
The actress
There we
that plays
go.
Rey.
And
but,
there
I mean,
it
There,
is.
and it all comes
that's
out.
about it.
An unhealthy obsession, like you had
Well,
pictures
not
of her
unhealthy.
on the wall, like
Oh, I wouldn't
The
go
red
that far.
string, like a last location.
tracking her down. Oh my god. Wow, I was kind of hoping there'd be more. You wouldn't
No.
get. What
I'm
about Jabba the
surprisingly
Hutt?
normal,
I know. It's
Oh.
surprisingly normal.
mate. If I'm
Yeah,
drunk
but-
enough,
If I'm drunk enough,
Mate,
Jabba
mate,
the Hutt.
mate. At Red Squares, at Red Square in Adelaide on a Hindley Street. There's been a few Jabba the Hutts in there that I'm not proud of, but yeah, that's about as far as it goes, man.
Can we clip that and ship it? That's the title. Amazing. Well, Aussie, I think that's probably a good place to call
End
it
on a
here.
high.
Yeah, ending on a high, talking about Jabba the Hutt sexually. Thank you for coming on today, man. It's
Thanks
been
so
good.
No worries.
It hasn't been great. It's been adequate. In fact, it's been
severely
rather
adequate, but-
mediocre.
I think the people who watch will enjoy our pain.
I
hope
think
so.
it's fun.
I hope so too.
It's going to be interesting because a lot of my audience is kids, and I'm going to be sending them over here, and it's probably not a place
It
for them to
is
be.
definitely not a place for children. Please, if you are a child, you should not be
I
here.
need this as a disclaimer at the start.
Yeah.
If you're a child,
Fuck off.
Oh, you can't let them all.
Thank you, Mr. Aussie Jedi. We're going to end things here for episode 2 of the... Ooh, wait another 7 months for episode 3, ladies and gentlemen.
on the edge of your seats.
Have a good day.
Evening.